coordinator trying to game plan for them.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get out. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to drop. It'll be fourth and long. Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They do go for it. It's Breeze. They've got his man complete. Give him 27 yards that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
So the awareness of knowing where the first down marker is not just for the offense. I mean, his defense has to understand that, too, and they gave up a huge one there.
Oh, yeah, this is one of those situations.
Already projected yourself to the bench, and with a little bit of smile on your face.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. From the gun on third down, Breeze. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Drive on fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Here's Breeze to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Foles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Manti Te'o. He gets him for a loss of 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Looking long for Thomas. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, Kamara. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. The 13 yards that time at a first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Donnell Allerby in there to get him for a loss of 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and a It's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he's able to hold on to the football.
And almost intercepted. If he could have picked it, maybe some space to go the other way. Instead, it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Well, partner, of course, this week all the talk about the Super Bowl. It's actually the 6th Super Bowl rematch because the Eagles and the Pats met in Super Bowl 39. Can you name the other 5 Super Bowl rematches?
I'm not sure that I can, but I can name a few, right? Miami.
Jay's going to go. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Ajayi on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Well, with that incompletion, a chance to discuss the Pro Bowl happened January 28th, just a few miles from your house there in Orlando.
Yeah, how about that? A lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm for the Pro Bowl. You do hear the critics talk about it, but for a lot of NFL fans, closest they're going to get to an NFL game. They love to go to this one, support their team, of course, support the league, and it's a lot of fun for them. Even though it rained during the game this time, fans still had a good time.
AFC won, second consecutive year. In the second year it's been held in Orlando after all those years in Hawaii. I'm still getting adjusted to that.
Yeah, I think we all are. The players are. But those with families, they're having a great time bringing them to all the things that you can get in the Orlando area for your kids.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brandon Graham. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. They'll set up the screen now. At the 28. And we're going to get a timeout. One final play here in the half. A final shot before half for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the teams appear ready to resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Breeze to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first. Bounce up near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. And now a first down following that long gain. Again, it's Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they... Now Breeze on third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing it.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Zach Ertz, 30 yards. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
We'll see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails? Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that...
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
It's a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they look...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Breeze to throw on second down. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there yet again. My goodness, making 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Breeze picked off by his former teammate, Malcolm Jenkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. They'll look to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose.